Science and technology benefited the lives of the people in various ways. It created a lot of things that improved our infrastructure, education, and way of living. In today's episode of Scitalks, join the Scibarkada as we view and learn how the Philippines developed through the years by the lens of science and technology. During pre-colonial period, archaeological findings indicate that modern men, or the Homo sapiens from the Asian mainland, first came overland and across narrow channels to live in Palawan and Batangas around 50,000 years ago. They made simple tools or weapons of stone flakes, but eventually developed techniques for sewing, drilling, and polishing hard stones. During this age, people were producing a range of materials from anses to seashell ornaments to the pottery of various designs. Gradually, the early Filipinos learned to make metal tools and implements copper, gold, bronze, and iron. Early Filipinos also learned to build boats for coastal trades. They created balangay to travel across the Philippines and nearby islands. The oldest to be discovered is called the Butuan boat, Paraw of the Visayas, and Vinta or Lipa-Lipa of the Sulu archipelago. There is also the Caracoa, or large amphibious ships used for both trade and warfare, mostly in the Visayas. The Lanong is a variant within the Sulu area. They know how to extract medicines from herbs. They had an alphabet, a system of writing through baybayin, a method of counting, and weights and measures. They had no calendar, but counted years by the period of the moon, and from one harvest to another. The Laguna Copperplate inscription shows that they do that through the use of mathematics. Overall, during this period, Filipinos were growing rice, vegetables, and cotton, and raising swine, goats, and fowl, while also making wine, vinegar, and salt. They also weave cloth and produce beeswax and honey. They also mined gold, wore beautiful and colorful clothes, and made their own gold jewelry, and filled their teeth with gold. They also learned how to build their houses made of nipa, bamboo, and wood. This age is where rice cultivation also flourished, with a 2,000-year-old Banawi rice terraces of the Ifugao people as prominent evidence.
As years passed by, Spaniards invade the country. The colonization of the Philippines contributed to the growth of the science and technology. However, the pace and its development were affected and shaped by the role of religious orders and economic and trade adopted by the colonial government. The Spanish introduced formal education and founded scientific institutions. Parish schools were established where religion, reading, writing, arithmetic, and music were taught. Sanitation and more advanced methods of agriculture were taught to the natives. Later, the Spanish established colleges and universities in the archipelago. Some popular and oldest universities are including the University of Santos, formerly known as Colegio de San Ildefonso, founded in 1595. University of Santo Tomas, formerly known as Colegio de Nuestra Señora del Rosario, founded in 1611. And Colegio de San Juan de Letran, founded in 1706. However, access to the schools are limited only to the elites of European born and local Spaniards, mestizos, and few native Filipinos. The study of medicine in the Philippines was given priority in the Spanish era, especially in the later years. The Spanish also contributed to the field of engineering in the island by constructing government buildings, churches, roads, bridges, and forts. Biology is given focus. Contributors to science in the archipelago during 19th century were botanists, Father Ignacio Mercado, Dr. Trinidad Pardo de Vera, and Dr. Leon Ma Guerrero, chemist Anclelo de Rosario, and medicine scholar Dr. Manuel Guerrero, and Dr. Jose Montes and Dr. Alonso Mercado. The opening of galleon trade in Suez Canal saw the influx of European visitors to the Spanish colony, and some Filipinos were able to study in Europe who were probably influenced by the rapid development of scientific ideas brought by the Age of Enlightenment.
On the other hand, the progress of science and technology in the Philippines continued under the American rule. The underlying pattern of education and training of scientists, engineers, and physicians was established. This period was also the beginning or the direction of government support for research and development. Science during the American period was inclined towards agriculture, food processing, medicine, and pharmacy. Not much focus was given on the development of industrial technology due to free trade policy with the United States, which nurtured an economy geared towards agriculture and trade. On July 1, 1901, the Philippine Commission established the Bureau of Government Laboratories, which was placed under the Department of Interior. The Bureau replaced the Laboratorio Municipal, which was established under the Spanish colonial era. The Bureau dealt with the study of tropical diseases and laboratory projects. On October 26, 1905, the Bureau of Government Laboratories was replaced by the Bureau of Science, and on December 8, 1933, the National Research Council of the Philippines was established. The Bureau of Science became the primary research center of the Philippines until World War II. The American colonial authorities organized other offices which by the nature of their operations contributed further to the growth of scientific research. These were the Weather Bureau, Board of Health, Bureau of Mines, Bureau of Forestry, Bureau of Agriculture, Bureau of Coast and Geodetic Survey, Bureau of Plant Industry, and Bureau of Animal Industry. In 1935, the Philippine Commonwealth was inaugurated and ushered in the period of transition to political independence. The Constitution acknowledged the importance of promoting scientific development for the economic development of the country by incorporating a provision, which is the Article 13, Section 4, declaring that the state shall promote scientific research and invention. Arts and letters shall under its patronage. In 1946, the Bureau of Science was replaced by the Institute of Science. In 1958, during the regime of President Carlos P. Garcia, the Philippine Congress passed the Science Act of 1958, which established the National Science Development Board.
After its independence, the Philippines continued the pioneer development of science and technology. The state support for education continues to be concentrated at elementary school level. Private colleges and universities provide education for the majority of collegiate population. University of the Philippines remains the most developed with extensive graduate and undergraduate degree programs in the sciences and engineering. The rise of professional organizations of scientists and engineers followed closely the growth of higher education in the Philippines. The earliest organizations were in medicine and pharmacy. In certain cases, professional organizations initiated changes in the collegiate curriculum for their specialization and work for improvements in educational standard. Some who participated in these developmental revisions and changes are the Philippine Medical Association, Department of Education and Culture, and Philippine Institute of Chemical Engineers. Paralleling the increasing number of state colleges and universities has been a rise in the government sciences agencies since 1946. In the 1960s, additional sciences agencies were created. These were the Philippine Inventors Commission, Philippine Coconut Research Institute, Philippine Textile Research Institute, and Forest Products Research and Industries Development Commission. Several existing agencies were also attached to National Institute of Science and Technology Board for policy coordination like Metals Industry Research and Development Center, SFP, NRCP, Philippine Science High School, and Philippine Council for Agriculture and Resources and Research. The creation of these agencies undoubtedly shows increasing government concern and support for development of Philippine science and technology. In 1982, NSDB was further reorganized into a National Science and Technology Authority, or NSTA, composed of 4 research and development councils: Philippine Council for Agriculture and Resources Research and Development, Philippine Council for Industry and Energy Research and Development, Philippine Council for Health Research and Development. The expanding number of sciences agencies have given rise to a demand for high-caliber scientists and engineers to undertake research and staff universities and colleges. Hence, measures have also been taken towards the improvement of the country's science and manpower. In March 1983, Executive Order Number 889 was revised, which provided for the establishment of the National Network of Centers of Excellence in Basic Sciences. As consequences, 6 new institutes were created: the National Institutes of Physics, Geological Sciences, Natural Sciences, Research, Chemistry, Biology, and Mathematical Sciences. Related to these efforts was the establishment of a scientific career system in the civil service by the Presidential Decree 901 on July 19, 1983. This is designed to attract more qualified scientists to work in government and encourage young people to pursue science degrees and careers.
At dito na nagtatapos ang ating episode ngayon dito sa Scitalks, where every wonders has answers.
Sana'y may natutunan kayo, kaya naman,
Paalam!